尊用人のしし人徳無量不軍古代知恵人妙そう神道大戦観がさぶ在所を可動所持微不下乱不正上位解任精進行税三昧知恵一切国一切大安決しうぶ百千六万無量大小修行者供養一切使徒処分不良武道検証不逆医療法者処分世界不不影不修仙道光明師匠遠視諸国行税精進維持難量量が差分国土第一公主奇妙道場超然国領第四二部闘争がと愛民道乱立祭実法来生思念症状伊藤が国家楽安の公文神妙税が神書恩願の意力少々欲実法生存知恵無下上領子孫知が信行軽量心死小不独修学行精進人中不下 Namanda, 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 Namanda. Okay, good morning again. Today is a very important Hatsubon service. This is a memorial service. We welcome all the Hatsubon families, and all of us were able to show support to those who have lost someone during this past 1 year period. And we are also able to reflect upon our own lives as well. We kind of switch roles as the years go by, and we take different turns. Sometimes it's our family's turn to become a Hatsubon family, and sometimes we are able to support those. And so I think this is a very special thing to recognize as when we're a part of the temple. You know, we receive such support during these very difficult times, and then when it's someone else's turn, we're able to provide this same support to them. So it becomes a very reciprocal thing, and the temple allows for this action and interaction to take place. So this is always very important. You know, it's not just something to learn about, read about compassion, but this is compassion actualized. So let me read this quote. Please join me in Gassho. However much love and pity we may feel in our present lives, it's hard to save others as we wish. Such compassion remains unfulfilled. It is the saying of the Nembutsu, it is the mind of great compassion. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. So this quote from the Tanisho is saying that although we might feel this love and concern for people close to us, people near to us, our parents, our children, closest friends, we can't really do all we would like to do for them to make their lives comfortable. We remember the story of Shakyamuni's father, who wanted to protect him from seeing people who are ill, or to witness for the first time a death, a funeral. So we try to protect them from these uglier sides of life, but we really can't protect the people we know. When we are children, we try to let them grow up cautiously and comfortably, but we can't hide everything from them. And Shakyamuni Buddha learned for himself, sneaking out the gates and seeing these scenes of the other side of life. So we can't make people's lives completely comfortable, to take away the pain, to take away the suffering, all these things that we might want to do, but we cannot. So as much as we would like to, our powers are limited, and we find that out very quickly. We can't keep these truths away from people. So this makes us realize that human compassion is limited, and this is in comparison to the compassion, great compassion of Amida, that is pure and not just a matter of self and ego, but something else. Right? So there's two distinctions of our compassion and pure compassion. Every year during the Obon season, we have this Obon festival that occurred last night, and we have this Hatsubon service. And some families, they might go to the family cemetery plots on this weekend and place some flowers or put their hands together in appreciation, gratitude, remembering people we have lost. And then we come to the festival and we enjoy so much, oftentimes Japanese American culture mixed with Buddhist tradition and this fellowship, camaraderie that we find in this temple sangha And all of these things occur when we gather at the Bon Odori. Cemetery visitations, we pay our respects there. And we come to this service, Obon, Hatsubon Service, and we acknowledge cycles of loss, very deep and very personal, yet at the same time it's shared and common to all of us. So listen to this, the verses of a song that oftentimes we sing. Riding on the dragonfly, guests are coming from far away Pure Land. It's the yearly visit of our guests. Dragonfly, dragonfly, red dragonfly, lighting the bonfires and paper lanterns, will all go out to meet our guests. So this is the words from Obon no Uta. And now and then we sing this song during the Obon service. And I always think of these pictures that I've seen, little people riding on the backs of dragonflies. And they have a helmet on and goggles on. And so they're riding from the Pure Land, coming to visit us. So, are they spirits? Are they ghosts? Or are they memories and reflections? These are the people that we have lost coming to visit us. And maybe it's easier to think of them as memories and reflections that come back to mind when we think of mom or dad, grandma, grandpa, someone close to us that we have lost. So all of the festivals, the visitations, and the services, these are all based on this story of Mogallana in the Ullambana Sutra. So all different cultures have stories of origin. And this is one of ours when we think of Obon and the story of Mogallana. So this is the time for us to share this story again. Maybe some of you may have not heard this story. Maybe some have heard it every year. So Mogallana was a disciple of Shakyamuni Buddha, and he was accomplished in meditation, and he had developed his meditation ability so that he could see into other realms of existence. Okay? So he decided to use this ability to see where his mother had gone after she had passed away. Where could she have been in all these different realms of the Buddhist tradition? So she had been such a good mother to him. He was expecting she would be in one of the heavenly realms, enjoying the afterlife. Okay? So he's trying to meditate and envision where is his mother now. And so, he thought for sure she would be in one of these pleasant states of existence. But he was shocked. He couldn't find her in the state of heavenly beings. So he looked down and maybe she would be in the realm of humans. It's another realm. Okay? Another realm is that of fighting spirits. Another realm of beasts. Okay? And he looked through these different levels of existence and could not find her. Couldn't imagine how could she fall even lower. She could possibly be in a hellish realm. Okay? So he must have missed her for sure. So finally he decided to look in this realm that's called hungry ghosts, and he found her there, suffering punishment from leading this life of excess and greed. So he couldn't understand why would his mother be placed in such a realm. Okay? Everything. She took care of him so well, providing him clothing, shelter, opportunities to further himself. We think of our own parents, we think of our own children, what we did for them, what we received as young ones. How could someone who provided all these kinds of things be considered greedy and be placed into a hell? Right? So he went to Shakyamuni Buddha and asked, what about this? Why could she possibly fall into hell? And Shakyamuni told him the very reasons that he took care of Mogallana are the reasons that she was placed into this hell. Her desires to get the best for him made her less sensitive of others. Okay? she had stretched and clawed to get the best for him, to provide him food, clothing, and shelter. Okay? Not everyone. Mogallana. Okay? So Mogallana asked the Buddha, is there anything he could do to change her situation? Okay, well, why don't you provide a donation of a feast to all the other disciples, and maybe this will be a good offering of dana. Maybe this will help. Okay, so he provided this. Okay, he put on just a big feast for everyone. Maybe a dozen of his fellow disciples came and enjoyed the meal and enjoying each other's company. And so this is a very nice evening. And through that, he checked his mother again, and she had been moved from the state of hell to the state of heavenly beings. And he was so happy that she was able to escape this hell that he started dancing, this dancing of joy. And this is said to be the beginning of the Obon festival. Okay? So through this story, we're brought to consider so many different Buddhist concepts. Transference of merit, doing something for others, benefit of self, the Bodhisattva ideal of providing compassion. What is the meaning of compassion? All these kind of questions would come to mind. Okay, why was his mother in hell? What did she do? What is the lesson to this story? It is not so clear. Okay, it sounds like doing a good deeds, providing the feast for everyone else, it's going to help your dead relatives. But the quote we started with from the Tanisho says that would not work. Okay, concepts from early Buddhism seem to be in conflict with the concepts of our Shin Buddhism. So there's a lot of things we could get confused about when we hear this story, and then usually we're come to the conclusion that during Obon we should recognize and appreciate our elders, our ancestors, our loved ones. Namo Amida Butsu. But all those questions didn't really get resolved. So in my own interpretation, the mother fell into the hell of hungry ghosts because her whole life, her motivations were selfish. She was not some evil person. She wasn't the wicked witch. Okay? She was like your mother, my mother, looking out for the best as well as she can. Okay? She wanted the most and the best for her son. She wanted maybe all the traits that we recognize and acknowledge on Mother's Day are the very reasons that she was placed into hell. Mogallana's motivations were also selfish, right? He's not concerned with everybody equally. He's only concerned about his mother. He wanted to find his mother, okay? With his supernatural abilities for meditation, he's searching everywhere for his mother, okay? Doing whatever was necessary to end her suffering, okay? So this is our perspective, to look after ourselves, our families, my concerns, okay? And so just by being human, we cause suffering, okay? We have to live, we have to eat, and we necessarily bring suffering, even death, to others. So Shin Buddhism is telling us to recognize this fact that we are, each of us, a part of this chain of consumption, chain of interdependence, this chain of life. So the point to the story is that the depth of our self-centeredness is bottomless. Okay? Not that we are bad, just that we are human. Okay? We're attached to this world, we're attached to this life, attached to family and friends. Okay? We're attached to our jobs, our concerns, our responsibilities. Our lives are nothing but layer upon layer of attachments. The Shin Buddhist teachings bring us to recognize the fact that we are self-centered and selfish, even in our concern for others, even in our acts of dana, in givings, compassion. And in contrast, there's this realm of Amida, infinite compassion, infinite wisdom, pure, natural, selfless, and not driven by ego or self. Okay? So through the Nembutsu, we come to recognition of this. We come to an awareness of this. Okay? The Shin Buddhist teachings bring us to resolve this separation from our world of attachment and the realm of Amida. Selfish self is dissolved into selfless other. Okay? Every service, every Obon service, every Sunday service, every funeral or memorial leads us to resolve this separation of selfish self and selfless other. Every practice, meditation, chanting, cooking chicken, serving tea, everything we do offers of dana, time, money, effort, directs us to resolve this selfish self, selfless other, and see that they go together. We never end up without our selfishness. It's always there till our last breath. Nevertheless, we come to acknowledge and recognize and be embraced by this selflessness of Amida. This is the ongoing process of Shin Buddhist education that's happening here, right now. So we have a shift in our own perspective, and we're able to recognize that our place in the present is not some nebulous thought or hope of belonging. Okay? Our place in the spectrum of all things is rooted in our interconnectedness to people and events that stretch back to the beginningless beginning, stretching onto the unforeseeable future. Okay? So we are connected to all of these things. Unanswerable questions, who am I, what am I, are answered in this interconnectedness to all things. So this is the point to the Obon story, the Obon service, and every Shin Buddhist teaching. Cultivation of grounded, secure people who can help each other deal with and appreciate this one opportunity at life. Please join me in Gassho, and I have this concluding quote. Jodo Shinshu does not look upon Obon as the time when the souls of one's ancestors return, or that the services, offerings, dancing, lights are for the benefit of one's dead relatives. It is rather the time to remember and honor all those who have passed on before us. It is to appreciate all that they have done for us and to recognize the continuation of their deeds upon our lives. Obon is a time for self-reflection, an important Buddhist practice. For it is only when man becomes aware of his imperfections and insufficiency, in contrast to his ideals, that religion becomes a matter of value, priority, and personal concern. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda, Namanda, Namanda. Thank you very much for letting me provide this talk for today. So I think we have final words from our chairperson, Nicole.
Thank you, Sensei, for your power message. I would like to thank all those involved in the planning and preparation of our Obon Festival. As I mentioned, after a 2-year pause, we were able to hold a modified version of our regular Obon, but it was truly a kangie, gathering of joy. I would like to thank the Obon co-chairs, Tom Hashimoto and Mark Ishida. Troy Tyra for acting as MC, Jane Naito for the altar flowers, Judy Oda for the Obon lanterns and the many people who came out to help set them up, Howard Shintani and Carl Wu for the audio-visual setup, Mary and Danny Nakahara and Jackie Tulu for preparing the hot dog for the dancers. Very nice. She was assisted by Amy Tomine and Diane Matsuoka. And I'm sorry if I missed anybody, but I would like to thank everybody that contributed to our Obon Festival. And I would also like to thank Reverend Fujimoto for the candle lanterns that he prepared. Thank you for attending the Hatsubon Memorial Service for 2022. And take care and stay safe. Thank you.
If you have not done so, please come up and offer incense or shoko, or if you would like to do it again, you are welcome to do so. Thank you very much for your attendance. We'll see you. Maybe we can gather outside and visit a little bit before we head home. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Huh? Yeah. That's okay. Some of them are over.
That's all right. Sneak in.
I forget.
Oh yeah, I got all the pieces, all things there.
Yeah.
Would you like to take this home? You can set it up on your home.
Thank you, Sensei. We're not going there, right? For 25.
Wow, that's a lot. Oh, but maybe you really won't want one. You know, because we can invite everybody to the hall, huh?
Thank you.
I got to update my address to my insurance company and a lot more.
It's cool to do that.
Hello to your.
It's a long bus and I want to make sure. Yeah.
All right, good to see you. Thank you for coming.
Anybody know that's you?
Well, not personally, I mean, not for my family, no. Last year, so right on.
Yeah, when you think 2 years.
Yeah.
Nice setting yesterday.
Everyone going right, I'm going left.
Oh, yeah, me too.
How are you doing? Oh, you're doing good.
So, honey?
Okay, good. Let me take care of this.
out there.
Nothing's still on.
Hi. I know. It's another day.
It was a living here last
My daughter just had a baby. So my wife went to Newport Beach.
Wow, you a grandpa?
Huh?
You a grandpa?
Yeah.
Good for you. The first grandpa?
First man.
Yeah, and with the little girl.